Hi, good morning. Happy Saturday. Hope everybody's doing well. Instead of recording, I just felt it's been easier to go live, and I love when y'all jump on and chat. There's a lot, right? So we're going to focus on the full that portal's open. Probably you're feeling her energies. It's definitely very feminine energy coming through, with it being in Virgo. A lot probably, you might be, a lot centered around the divine feminine, and healing. Gaia, for sure. It's a good time right now. My guides were saying to really pull in that Virgo energy and really be nurturing yourself. There's a lot going on out here, and it's I feel like picking up. The veil is very thin. There's a lot being shown, in terms of just old icky energy that has to be revealed. So a lot coming in on trusting your intuition. I don't know about you guys, but it kind of hit me this morning. Like, I feel like the past 2 years on this ascension journey, I'm getting to this place today where it feels like it has just been the most intense Jedi training ever. And there's like this thing coming in that's like graduation, or I don't know if that resonates or makes any sense, but I was definitely feeling tired. So your sleep might be disrupted. Mine definitely has been for the past 3 nights. Thank you. It does. It just kind of hit this morning like, man, I'm tired. And it feels like I've just been in like prep and training mode, and so but then there is this, like I said, this anxiety, this underlying like, something good is coming, right? But I feel like with Virgo, the full moon being in Virgo, there's a couple things to look at. Virgo is all about the healer, the divine feminine, the divine mother, the martyr, and being of service. But there is, with everything, the flip side of Virgo. And so what you might be seeing a lot of, or having to really look at, is criticism, judgment, perfectionism, because Virgo, that's kind of her, darker side. And I feel like it is very, fitting in terms of how we look at the feminine, in that kind of, at both sides of, she's the nurturer, compassionate, the healer, but then she's also kind of a judgmental bitch, which goes along with toxic mothers and all of that. So you might be experiencing those things all coming up for healing if you feel you're being triggered. One thing my guides were saying is be really aware of your self-talk. Where do you find yourself kind of beating yourself up or expecting perfectionism? It's a big one. And again, it's, whatever's out here is just trying to show you what needs to be taken care of inner. Although I'm starting to get to a place where, when does that stop? When you are whole and healed, for the most part, right? Can that really be a reflection anymore? Or is that just who that person is? So again, non-duality has that, everything has that, both sides. And that leads me to balance. This is a big time of balancing again. And flames, I've got my own situation. If you were on Wednesday going on with that, and I will tell you there was a second text. I did not answer the text, so I'm just going to give you a few little things. I didn't answer. Hello, my beautiful soul child. So I didn't answer the text Wednesday. A text came in Thursday morning at 11:11, and I was just like, what the fuck? And so I didn't answer. I ended up answering the text last night. And there has been communication since then and into today. And that's where it is. And one thing that hit me in the 3.5 days, was a little bit of finding that I was pretty resistant to maybe things working out, like the happy ending idea, that I really had because of the past. And I did a lot of Akashic work and past life work over these couple days leading up to it. And it was a lot of past, a lot of holding on to anger and resentment, and not just past from this life and our experiences together, but it goes way back. And I think what I kind of had this aha of, I had created and allowed people outside of me to help me create a story that this would never work. And it was very enlightening. And I have to tell you, like, even through it all, I've been like really celebrating myself and how calm I am, and really able to detach and look and reflect. So again, I share parts so that, in the hopes that, you're not alone, and maybe it brings up some things for you. Anyways, so again, with Venus in Taurus and the full moon in Virgo, mother wounds. Look at that inner child, even with other women outside. And that's been a lot of experience too for me during this Mercury retrograde, has been really paying attention to what they're saying, because there's underlying me with a lot of people. And for me, part of the the Jedi training, I realized had to learn, and I'm still continuing to learn, how to trust my own intuition, to trust that what I want, what I desire, what I need is all coming perfectly at the perfect time. And it has, I feel like some of the people that you would go to for guidance aren't really down for you, or maybe shouldn't be the people giving you guidance because they haven't been in the situation. And that's a big one for me. Like, that's hit over these last couple of weeks is, if you haven't been in it, you can't tell me shit straight up. Like, I can't take relationship, love guidance from someone who is miserable and doesn't like, the other gender or their significant other or whatever it is. But something that's come through to think about is, people also who offer unsolicited opinions and advice. One thing I always remind myself, and it came through last year, or at some point, whatever, time's starting to do this. Y'all feel timeline merges and loops too lately, like deja vu, but then it's new and it feels all funky, right? But anyways, is you will never be criticized, and this is perfect for Virgo, right? Full moon. Ah, thank you. I usually keep it pretty, black. And I was adding some heart chakra, some pink love today with the nails. I felt kind of like, and it's always, if you notice with me, y'all, the middle finger is always the different one, because it's just me, right? But anyways, I don't even know. Thanks, Mark, distracting me with the fingernails. What was I saying, y'all? maybe it wasn't that important. Oh, with the Virgo, yeah. Like people who, oh, that's it, the saying. I always remind myself of, you will never be criticized by anyone doing more than you. You will never be criticized by anyone doing more than you. So what does that tell you about people throwing out judgment, criticism, unsolicited guidance and opinions, right? Also, part of wisdom is wisdom comes from experience. Classroom. It comes from going through the shit, and that's where you learn the lessons, right? To me, that's why a lot of therapy, counseling, rehabbing, and the therapy and the healing, they're not healers. They're people who read about situations in books and have any of their own healing work, giving advice to people who need healing guides, right? So we're going to see a shift in that to light workers, is that this is like prep time, and what's coming with the spring equinox and for the collective, in terms of events coming in, we're going to be needed because systems are falling. Things are going to come crashing down. Don't feed into the fear, please. And you know that's not me being bossy. You get a choice, but do your best to remove yourself from it. You know, if you're staying healthy and aligned, you're safe. I also get a lot of women are very much protected because we're going to be, and we are very needed. With that, take the time to nurture yourself. Take the time to go within, because we can't offer the work to others, right? We're truly not doing our healing work. There might be issues, emotions for sure, we're still in, but a lot of emotions with relationships around home, the root chakra, there's all that earth energy again. Really do your best to be grounded within yourself. There's a lot of perspective change on safety and security and unconditional love that I talked about on the last. Love is operated from the root chakra, not the heart chakra. Therefore, it's rooted in fear and insecurities. And it's about, what can you do for me, right? Where this is thing. You might be feeling a lot physically. Again, with the earth energy, pain. We have been programmed to do whatever we can to avoid pain. Any pain and discomfort in your body is communication. It's you're being asked to learn something. Sit with your pain, sit with your discomfort, ask it what it's trying to teach you. Talk to your DNA and your cells. Your DNA is the intuitive connection from your physical body to the universe, and you can rewrite it. You can reprogram it. That's something I'm opening to allow the new, which again, if you're a giver, a lot of this could be challenging you to open up to receive. And that's a big one that I was facing this week. Again, third eye, crown chakra openings. The veil is very thin. Trust what you're being shown. Trust it. Trust your intuition. Nothing that's out here. Manifestations are coming, like Lionsgate, end of July, beginning of August, is the time where what you were putting out, what you were wanting to manifest, what you were wanting to create, this is coming to fruition, is how it's been shown to me. Anyways, what else? Mercury on Monday will start to move direct. She's been a fun one for the first one of 2020, huh? It's been quite, I have to say, this has been a Mercury retrograde where I have never been in so much shit in just the littlest of things. And that's why I share that guidance of really watch how people say things, what you pick up. If something feels like, trust that shit, y'all. Okay? So let's look at some energies. And like, wasn't last night, Thursday night, I woke up in the middle of the night, about 12:30. I'm in Vegas, so Pacific time, which never happens. I rarely wake up in the middle. Portal opening, and it was light language. And so and I feel like that's probably related to this realization that really the past 2 years I've been a student, but I've been a student of the universe, which is really fucking cool when you think about it like that. So if it helps you with a really positive perspective of what am I supposed to learn from this, and you know why, the whys, in helping lessons, because this is a time of massive completions of lessons, erasing, full on erasing of karma, soul contracts, rewrites. Although where my guides and what I've been shown is 5D is not really about contracts. They're like, but anyway, so let's ask Spirit for some clear, concise messages of what we can expect during this full moon in Virgo for our highest good energies around this full moon in Virgo. Ooh. As I said it, look on the bottom, contract. Okay. So again, with some of you, it might be a lot of it's relationship related, but it's also careers being shown where changes need to be, or that you're on the right path. Some are trying to decide what path that is in terms of career. Definitely balance. First energy that comes out is yin yang and the 22. Again, sacred unions, some truth that that I wasn't fucking crazy about this whole twin flame shit. And to be honest, I'm someone that I won't talk much about something that I don't have experience or knowledge on, and or clarity from the team, you know. And I feel like now that's why I really stayed away from the twin flame stuff, was because I didn't really buy a lot of what was out there. But I also at the same time felt like I was fucking insane for even contemplating this whole thing. And this week has been very, very opening to me having to let go of some limiting beliefs, and really open up. So that could be something going on with some of you, because I know that many of my soul family are twins as well. Sacred, divine, feminine, and masculines, and moving into sacred partnerships. So watch those twos. I know Miss Tatum sees them all the time. We like to chat about our numerology signs. It's balance within too. And that's really what it's about, is finding your balance within, and balance within brings balance without. It's really beautiful energy. It's also, to me, a collective message of staying in that place with all of the shit around. And y'all, it's not just coronavirus. There's more coming. This is just like getting the ball rolling of all sorts of insidious shit being revealed, and deceit was the next one. And we've talked about this. This is not just for the collective. This is in our lives. Like, this is where, almost to me, an energy of we deceive ourselves so many times when we believe that people have our best interests at heart. And we don't realize that people, whether they're aware of it or not, who are not in a healthy place, are subconsciously not on your side. And it is what it is. They're where they're at. They have their own lessons to learn. This, to me, is very much an energy, again, of watching, not making a decision right now yet, because indecision came out. And I feel, again, it is very reflective. This full moon is going to really light this up. And wherever there's been indecision, actually, it's not something. What we're going to see and with this full moon to me is where any of this imbalance has been individually and collectively. We're going to see kind of where we have let others play a part in kind of making us feel kind of stuck, right? I love this 8 and its abundance in whatever form with the 22, 25. There's a change here. To me, this is the truth with this full moon and unknowns becoming known so you can see clearly the direction to go. I'm gonna leave it right there for right now. Let's pull some themes and then I'll tap in a little more with tarot. Money. Something I know it hit me last week that there were some people in my life that were really just like cock blocking the abundance. Seriously, y'all. Like just straight up darts, swords, however you want to describe, but there were some really shitty intentions going on with people who acted like they were happy and they wanted to see me be successful and abundant to my face and not. And that's been part of this for me of really trusting what I feel when people say shit, because I have been too nice. I give chance after chance after chance. I really, really want to believe that everybody is cheering each other on. And I know it's cheesy as fuck, but that's being an empath, a starseed, a light worker. It's part of our journey, is this seeing this shit for what it is, right? And it's part of waking up. It's part of awakening. It's part of peeling it back and seeing that this shit affects this. It makes you confused. It makes you not know which way to go, because especially with career and what I've experienced, you know, taking this big leap of faith and whatever, is like whenever it feels stuck, I start to question everything, and then it just kind of snowballs. And a lot of times when I reflected last week of what was this all showing me, a lot of times what it was I would talk to certain people and then I get like all kind of fucked up about everything and not clear. It was the same way with my person. I would have light workers, healers, mediums, psychic friends, whatever. I'd have them, you know, tell me what they were picking up or whatever. And some of it resonated for sure. I'm not like putting out anyone's inaccurate or anything like that, but some of it was kind of like, what? And it was kind of, I can think of one specific person who like straight up was like, yeah, not in this lifetime. And I was like, I was devastated for days. This was over a year ago, but it really fucked me up. And again, I got back into this. Oh my God, what way do I go? Who is this? What is this? And it's me opening up a little about my twin flame story, which is, and you're like, it's, you start to feel bad or question health. And as we awaken and we're on the ascension, we meet more people using their psychic abilities and learning their gifts. And you want to trust that everybody's accurate. It's not the case. You want to trust that everybody who's walking around saying, I'm a healer, I'm a light worker, is legit. Not the case. And it's this, you know, I don't know. Y'all know what I mean. I think that was enough coming through there. All right, let's look at some themes too with this. Themes for this full moon in Virgo. Themes for this full moon in Virgo. Love that. So we got Between Worlds. This to me kind of looks like this, right? A little bit of we're getting clearer. Look at the color movement too of coming out of the dark and into the light. It's that it's like stepping into that 5D, that higher timeline, and it's uncomfortable as fuck, right? It's kind of like you can see it and you're in it. It really is, but like your ass is too fat or something. You're like a little stubborn, right? Of leaving it behind, of really trusting and stepping into with this crown, your divinity, into your God and your goddess energy. It's scary. When you really tap into that power and you really see like the manifesting and how things kind of like just flow, it almost can be overwhelming when you really realize your potential and how much power you have within. Then we get clean it up. So again, a little bit of that Virgo Hermit awareness. It came under this deceit. So it again is kind of time to clean out like little details, relationships that no longer serve, that really seeing them for what they are and mending. This full moon, what's going to be revealed no matter what, is all about and intended for our healing individually and collectively. Once you're on this road, you know that that's part of the process, is the tower moments and shit hitting the fan and the loss and the holy shit truth, right? And it's coming for the collective as well. It's really beautiful. Hello from Oregon. Hi, well, is it afternoon yet? Yeah, good afternoon. Even in Oregon it is. How's the weather? Is it? It's windy here, and if you've been watching me, you guys know it's been windy in Vegas for fucking weeks. Cloudy, and it's still around 70, so it's nice, but it's windy. We're gonna get rain. Yeah, a little bit the same here. So she's doing her thing, like we talked about in the last video. We had tornadoes that day, wind here. The heart chakra is clearing, and Gaia is doing it. And again, we are in a lot of healing the divine feminine, healing. And what I've seen, that healing, that divine feminine energy, the work, so much work has been done that that this is the masculines are waking up, and now we're really finding this yin and yang, this balance. And it is a time, and I talked about it the last video too, of this kind of shit going on, and not this to me too, indecision. They're just saying is some little bit, again, trust that no one outside of you knows better than you. And that tells you you're your own best guru, y'all. You know yourself best. And those of you who work with me and are friends, you know, like, that's it. I know there's nothing I'm not telling you that you don't already know. But we also know that sometimes we need to just hear it from someone else. Sometimes we need to hear it outside of ourselves to really go, okay, so it's really about trusting yourself, about trusting what you're seeing, and really standing in your power, making those boundaries, right? And even with people returning, you've got to, and that's something I had to get really clear on with what's going on with me. And my person is really, really wanting to be very clear on my boundaries, and that at the end of the day, I love myself first and foremost. I'm my own best friend. I'm my own partner in crime. I got this shit. I know I'm not alone, and it took a lot of fucking work to get there. But again, if you aren't growing with me, you're going. I can't bring you. I can't drag you. I can't make you. And I got work to do. And that's what my guides keep telling me. You know, you got work to do. That's many of us, the light workers. And so even with these partners, right, people coming in, it's really, really important for you to have your shit tight so that your boundaries, your healing, and all the work you've done is in place. Again, Jedi training, right? We've been practicing for these moments that now are boom, like moving us on this trajectory of new earth. Okay. Let's see. Let's pull a little tarot with it. See what else. What's with this yin yang energy? Ooh. My decks have been flying today. I'm excited to get them out under the full moon. Hopefully the wind dies down. Last month, I was not able to put them out because we were under high wind warnings, and that shit just wasn't going to happen. Not losing my decks. Tell me about yin yang. Yin yang. What else do we need to know? Quick, concise messages. Highest good of all those watching the collective. Thank you. I'm really feeling this is partnership. It's a new beginning. It's new communication. Clear sorts. It's a little bit of being in that. What I'm getting is being in that balanced place and ready to move forward. With it being here with this big one, like, don't let anyone fuck with your inner peace. And people who make you start to question that are balanced, with it being that 3 of Pentacles, working together in the physical. I'm seeing, again, balance, peace, calmness, clarity, and this movement forward with the between worlds. So, really, really beautiful in terms of, I feel like, definitely I'm seeing so many 2s. I feel like we're just going to roll with what's coming through, and that this is definitely twin flame, soulmate, sacred union. So if you are someone in that situation, and I know a few of you are, I see there's communication, there's movement forward, there's balance, and it's because you've done your work. And although we can see, be really kind of in this place of, it's not wariness I'm getting, but it's again, like, kind of just being very aware of stuff outside of you. You might not want to say much about what's moving forward. If it's a relationship, if it's work, career, you know, there's something there I'm picking up of, the tower just, yeah. Woo! Definitely there's some truth being revealed during this full moon period. She is about to illuminate some shit, is what really straight up, and you'll know, like, straight up, there's some shit. And it's kind of like this clean it up, but again, healing. Like, it's like, it brings about like the best shit ever, and like a dream come true. And this clean it up under here is this don't worry about it energy. Let it show itself. Trust it for what it is, because what it's bringing is like, it's like the gift I'm hearing. So whatever that means for you all, let's see a little more about the Tower. Again, it's this, we're in these Tower moments for those who have been doing their work are a lot of good shit coming in, the stuff you've put out, that you've done this work to get to this next level, to this next place, right? And it's the opposite for those who aren't, who are choosing to come these lower energies, right? And I said it before and I'll say it again. Darkness, in definition, is the absence of light. It is innate. It just is, right? It isn't until a human chooses to do something that it appears. And so it's important to remember that these are all choices people make. And it doesn't have to be anything ever that you have to engage with. I will tell you firsthand, when you let that shit go, so much better comes in. And two of you on here, like, you know how much I love you. And it was literally like me letting go of things in order for better to come in. And I don't mean better in terms of being better than anyone, just healthier, right? Higher, not shallow, not superficial, that are supportive, that hold space for you, that listen and accept and seek to understand instead of telling you what to do or what they think and all that unsolicited shit. Whoa. Been on here a while. I could do this shit all day long. If you still want to do some tarot later, let me know. Okay, we get the King of Water. Could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, a water sign. Just could be a masculine energy. Whew. Okay. Something you never saw coming. Emotions. It's something, the Tower will reveal something that's very emotional. Yes, she and I, we were talking the other day and she was like, I don't know about pulling cards for myself. You know, and I'm like, it's hard. It really is. People like, I think you go online and you see readers or people who use cards, because I don't think of myself as a reader. I just think of the cards as a tool for me. But it looks like it's so easy, right? But it's when you're pulling cards for yourself, for those of you who've never done it takes practice, and it takes having to be really honest with yourself, and it takes openness to not needing to hear what you want to hear. That's a good way, Mark. He's saying, you guys can see it, of asking yourself in the third person. I literally, most of you, yay, that sounds good. I literally, and you guys know, like, I've sat with cards for myself and had full out breakdowns because I am straight up like, just tell me straight up what I need to know, y'all. And I can take this shit. And sometimes I can't take it, but I do. And I know it's worth it. If I just let the truth be what it is. So, I'm just getting this King of Water energy is very emotional. It could be definitely maybe seeing some connections that really weren't as deep as you had thought they would be, or that you thought they were. Let's look at the indecision. What's the indecision about? Ooh. Straight up. Okay. definitely a lot of masculine energy. So two things right off the bat coming through is it could be definitely work, career, where you're building your stability and your abundance, right, for yourself, with this being the 9. Could be an offer coming in if it relates and resonates as work, something really solid in the physical that you're really, it's almost like you've been on the fence about which way to go, but this moon is going to bring clarity of really where the stability is. You're going to, it's almost like you're going to really be very grounded now and know exactly what direction to head. If it is resonating as relationships too, it's something very grounded, very stable, very supportive energy coming through. And again, it's very earthy, so makes perfect sense that we have water and earth because we're in Pisces, but we've got all this earth energy going on too, right? Around the root chakra and the heart chakra. So again, to me, it feels like that balance too of when we're emotionally, spiritually, mentally balanced and clear, when we cleaned up the shit around us. It's really when the abundance, when that stability starts to manifest and show itself in the physical. It's really, really awesome energy with the indecision. And I feel like that's this deceit, this tower is needed in order for you to really, in a very grounded center way, know what direction you're going. Anything with between roads you want to share with us? Actually, I want to, feeling guided, y'all, to tap a little more into this tower. So y'all probably are too. Like, screw the between worlds. I get it. I'm going through a transformation, the next leveling up and ascension that doesn't seem to never end. Like the energy portals and the light blasts and this like shift and the shift and the shift and the transformation. It's like things are ramping up is what it feels like. And I feel like some of you definitely feel that. And it's that anxiety too of it's that moment before the transition where you really go, oh, okay, it's anyways, that's what's coming through. So let's check this tower out a little bit more. Tell me more about this tower, this deceit. Highest good of the collective. What's going on with these tower moments? Okay. 2 kings, 10 of pentacles. Could be a choice. Choice for some of you. 2 of swords. Something not seen yet. And the magician. Whew. But it's manifesting. Again, this is very much clarity coming in on where you're headed. And it's really, really super positive. It's very healing. It's very grounded. It's very abundant and in the physical. It could be for some of you, just you got this balance now, like of feminine, masculine energy, of passion, of emotion, of letting the emotion and the passion drive you forward, and you're not no more bullshit with people around you in which direction you're going. And it's just like, I know what I want with this magician. And y'all might not be able to see what I'm doing or where I'm going, but I know. Again, big energy of wherever there are people who make you question yourself. They got to go. They don't want you to heal. Some of you, it's an offer. It's love. again, it's returns. It's very twin flame, soulmate, destined kind of energy coming in. It could be for some of you that you don't see this shit coming. Like your person is coming in and you're kind of lying to yourself. You don't even see it coming. Maybe it's because you've been like on you, on your healing, on cleaning it up, that you don't even see something coming in or someone coming in. And it's kind of both. It's kind of one or the other. It's just, again, with a general reading, you know, you got to take it as it resonates. What about this? Clean it up. Let's look at the clean it up around this Tower and Deceit. I feel like that's kind of, wow. Okay. Queen of Cups showing on the bottom. Queen of Pentacles coming out. So we've got kings, we've got queens. There are people. There are people. There are people coming in. There are people you need to let go of and clear out, because there are people ready to come in. And it's also very much balanced within. It's that yin and yang. It's like this getting just like this clearing coming in, and we get the Queen of Pentacles, and I love her coming out because full moon in Virgo. This is it. This is turning your back on what you want and the outcome you want, and not buying into any bullshit. It's ending of cycles of doing this for many of you, and you know, for me too. It's movement forward for some of you. I feel, again, that want this Queen of Pentacles, man. She's the shit, right? In the physical, she's Gaia. She's the divine feminine. She's grounded. She's solid, all on her own, doing the damn thing. And she can turn that throne any which way. She knows where to focus. And I feel like that's where we're headed. And with the Queen of Earth and the King of Earth, that's balanced within, seeing shit coming in your physical. Good luck. Like, getting this, like the wheel turning. So again, what I talked about earlier of the divergence of, you know, some are here, we're all here, but some of it is paying your karma and some of it's justice coming, is what I'm hearing, is really that. What are we seeing? If it is resonating as someone else, I'm seeing earth, water, and fire. Not a lot of air going on for any air signs, but I'm definitely seeing, we've got 3 kings out. That's just crazy. I definitely feel like it's, for some, it's options. Let's look at this mending. What's going to be healing? Anything? Oh, y'all, the sun is the healing. So we got the sun sitting here with the King of Earth and the 9 of Earth. And it's, again, like, you know, and with this indecision, whatever this is so healing for you. It brings in such clarity that you know exactly where to go, what to focus. Karma clean. Don't entangle, right? Like, I wish everybody someday will hopefully understand that you can't entangle with this shit. It fucks your sauce up, y'all. It's karma. And don't, nothing but gratitude for showing you who they are and teaching you that you deserve better, and move the fuck on. Because if you start to engage and complain and gossip and do that shit, let it go. That's this clean it up. It could be for some of you, some feminines need to go. Oh, just saying, you know? We talked about the shadow side of Virgo. Shadow side of Virgo is judgy, critiquey, expects perfection. And I know, because I'm a Virgo sun and an empath and a child of a toxic mother. So perfectionism, legit, and doesn't exist. I am a recovering perfectionist, I like to say. And just someone who's okay with doing the best I can. But that's this clean it up, is really staying focused, keeping your karma clean, cutting it, just letting it go if it needs to go. And I know it's easier said than done. I do, but it's only holding you back, right? So we'll just leave it there. So the end, these just popped out. I didn't even ask anything. It's a new beginning. Some of you, hi Dee. I know, Tatum, you're double Virgo, and in your moon and sun, or your moon and your rising, and I can't imagine, but I'm a Gemini moon, and Virgo and Gemini are both ruled by Mercury, so I can a little bit of like what the fuck? And I look back, y'all, like I was insane during Mercury retrogrades, and I bet as a kid I was fucking off my rocker, y'all, because one, I'm an empath that doesn't know because I grew up in the 80s. Two, I'm, verbally and emotionally being abused on a daily basis. And then you throw in me being a Virgo sun, a Gemini moon, and a Cancer rising. And it's like all sorts of fucking crazy. I downloaded, Mark, if you guys have not checked it out, Mark suggested to me the other night this app called The Pattern. And oh my fuck, y'all, like, I will screenshot a few of the things it says about me, and I'll put it on IG. But like the first one was like, you are completely out of the box and unconventional and mystical. And I'm just like, okay. It was crazy, but I love that app. It's the best app I've seen yet in terms of birth chart and accuracy and really giving you some information that, again, helps you kind of piece together you and where you're at. It gives you timelines of the things that are really important going on right now in your birth chart. So it's called The Pattern, and it's super cool. And thank you, Mark, for turning me on to that. But this is a new beginning. And you guys can feel it. I know you can. Showing me back here, like, look at this earth energy. Oh, thank you, Dee. Mark said something too. You guys, those 2 days of 3 days of not answering the messages and really haven't wanted. I wanted to step back and all of that, but you guys know, like, I told you last week, like my MO of the past was to jump right on it. And I knew I couldn't do that. And so I was like, and that's kind of setting boundaries, right? Of, whoa, okay, first of all, I'm not going to repeat and do the same thing I did. And then I'm going to take a step back and be real clear, right, on what I want and what I deserve. And I'm not going to be fearful that if I speak my truth and I stand in my power and I know my worth, and he bails, deuces. Now, that's the Jedi training, right? It's like this knowing, I was in this knowing of, I'm going to be fine no matter what. And I have family and friends, my soul family, that is just part of me knowing that I don't have to walk on eggshells anymore, and I don't have to be quiet anymore about what I want and deserve in fear that people will just say no, and abandon and bail. And it's just this beautiful, beautiful place to be. Okay, so these 3 random cards that came out, let me go back to them. 10 of Wands. So this is the end. You're ending a cycle of where you felt heavy, where you felt you were just carrying a lot. Past, definitely. Let it go. You cannot bring it into your future. So whatever, again, I'm getting this, like, releasing that old energy and letting this new shit come in. For some, it is a fear of being left out fear of saying, there's a fear, and I just talked about it, of if I speak my truth, and if I say this is only moving forward, because it's not an if, and I don't want this to come out like you have to give ultimatums or expectations, because that's not what this is. Boundaries are much different. Boundaries are saying, I love and respect myself enough to know what I deserve, and I'm not settling for anything else. And it's, if you down with me, we're good. And if you're not, goodbye. Because I know I deserve something better. It's Tatum, of everyone on here, knows me the best. This is my soul child. We met over a year ago when I was working at a metaphysics shop in Arizona. And so we face to face interact and whatever. She really is my soul child. And I always do this thing with the table, right? So it's about who brings what to your table. And it's not what you're bringing to anyone else's table anymore. That's not what this is about. New Earth is not about potluck. What am I bringing to your table? It's about what you're bringing to my table, because I know what I bring to the table. And it's this, you releasing the fear of saying, you know what? You are not allowed to come hog and jog and take and leave. There's that no, giving and receiving. It's knowing that the universe will bring the people who feed and eat together, right? That you're at the table together, and it's that equal exchange of beautiful, beautiful food, energy, conversation. It's not fucking gossip too. Exactly. And it's Tupac said it, and I had my Tupac shirt on yesterday, and he is, y'all, I swore I was going to marry Tupac when I was 18. I had a poster in college of him above my bed, kiss him every night. Like, that was my man. But he says, and this is that karma idea too, you guys, of not getting involved in this. It is, I still want to see you eat, just not at my table. That is what it is. You don't want to send these people off and entangled with them by, fuck you and I hope whatever. Remember that words become things you're creating when you're speaking. That's how powerful they are. So it's very much, thank you for showing me that you like to dine and dash. Now go do that shit somewhere else. Okay. So I would love to, and always want to, inspire you all to think of yourselves like that. It's not what do I bring to them? It's what are you bringing to my table? And if you don't like what's brought to your table, tell them. That's how we all learn, right? It's really, it seems fucked up, this cutting people off, but how are they going to go learn their lesson if you keep letting them eat? Right? If you keep a door open and they keep coming in and sitting down and eating that shit up and leaving, when do they learn? That is when love becomes enabling. And I had a friend once who told me, actually a neighbor, acquaintance, she said, I don't believe in unconditional love because that just gives permission for people to walk all over you. No, I told her, no. Because there's a thing called boundaries. And if we do not have our boundaries, people will just continue to take and take and take. And all of you in here with me have experienced it. And D-Wise, I did not miss your comment. I see what you did, girl. And I'm super excited to talk and see what's going on in your world. Because here's the thing I know. My people, my family, and it's our family, this soul family, it's nothing but this. It's nothing but this. I don't even, and some of you might find this, I don't even exchange anymore with people like this. I can't. I see you. I know you, right? And it's like, I love you. I love you. Thank you for being a part of my journey again, but I can't. And you guys know, in awakening, it really gets to that point where there's just certain shit hello, my love in Australia. At first you're like, it's so fucked up. It feels so fucked up. You're like, what's wrong with me? Like, I don't even want to be around this person that I have always loved to death. And then it's like, ugh, I can't take the complaining, or I can't take the gossiping. I'll tell you, that's a huge one for me. Y'all, I know I talk, like, I'm not trying to talk mad shit about my mother at all. Even as a child, I can remember just feeling, my empath peeps, how you get that sick, like when things are just, energies just gross, something's wrong, and you're just like, I can remember being really little, young, and having these feelings because she would get on the phone and talk shit about people. So judgy, so gossipy. She would call my aunts, and it was just, and I hated it, even as a kid. Like, awakened ones and empaths, light workers, even as children, we knew that shit was gross. That it wasn't a positive thing. And it's like, once you wake up, you realize, like, there's a lot of it fucking out there, right? And it's people you love, and it sucks ass. And I'm not saying either that I haven't had my own toxic shit. None of us are perfect, right? It's just about being a better you every day. And it's like, again, that divergence of people who aren't there yet. But oh my God, you guys, when I say justice and divergence, like, shit's about to change. And it is really just this beautiful, beautiful shift we're going to see, where the pure souls are winning and leading and lighting the way, and get to stand in their power and be who they are. And they're not, you can't touch this. Oh my God. Oh, laugh. And I love this deck, and I'm having so much fun with you all. By the way, I think around Christmas time, I told you guys, like, I got this deck as a gift. My person that is, so it's been really fucking trippy. Oh, I'll tell you, we'll have maybe Tuesday, I'll talk a little more about twin flames and my journey and experience and all of that. It's just been, like I said at the beginning, one of those things where it's pretty, it always felt like, to me, just something that I didn't really know what the fuck was going on. Like, sometimes it was very, very crystal clear to me. And then other times it was like I made this shit all up. Like, it is quite the journey. And if you resonate as a twin flame, you are. I don't give a shit when anybody tells you. Like, you're the only one who knows. I'm going to tell you that straight up. And there are people who can help you confirm it, right? But you're the one who knows. And again, part of this journey, I find, and I'm finding, is really getting into that place of trust and not listening too much out here, right? Unless it's... So let's get a few messages from the Mystical Shaman deck. Messages. Highest good, clear, concise messages around the Virgo full moon. What guidance do you have? What's going on around this Virgo full moon? Whew, my house just got hella hot. That was weird. my God, this card came out the other day too. Interesting. Definitely childhood. The child came out again. It's a 7 too, and 7 is to me the most spiritual of our numbers, and it to me is looking back at childhood, letting your inner child out to play. When did I come on, you guys? Wednesday. So, and had texted me, like, she's like, what do you think of these cards? And she had a childhood one too, or seeing things with innocence, being open, unconditional love. You know, that's something I was talking to with a friend the other night of, yeah, it is. It's definitely being in that playful, childlike energy and unconditional love. You love the most, whether it's your parents or grandparents, whoever those main adults are in your life. When they abuse in any way, and I'm not just talking about physical abuse, I'm talking about yelling and screaming. I'm telling what the fuck is wrong with you kind of thing, right? We think that as children, adults think it's not a big deal, but what kind of reading are you looking for? You can email me to set up a reading. I maybe pull a card for each of you if you give me a second. But anyways, the thing about children is we don't stop loving those adults. We stop loving ourselves. We start wondering what's wrong with us. And that's why so much of our healing goes to childhood. And again, what my guides tell me is if you are awakening and in ascension in this lifetime, this life is all about past life too. It all connects together. But it's definitely an energy. This is a portal energy. So we're moving, right? Look at the two spiritual partnerships, being childlike about it, letting that love come out, playfulness, again, seeing through the eyes of love. It's beautiful energy. I'm seeing this full moon too, you know. Go outside and play. I feel like that's been a message all week from my guides and what I've been seeing online and everything like that. I haven't been on much, honestly, but what I've seen is a lot of get out in nature. Again, we're in this Virgo, Taurus, love, emotions, but earth energy. It's a great time to get out, get grounded, play. I went 2 days. I went to the park both days. I swang on the swings, laid in the grass. You know, it just, it was beautiful, and it felt amazing how much clearer. All right. Anything else? I don't know who all's on, but I'll end by pulling a card. I can't believe it. Oh. Ooh. The Witness and the Seer. Okay. Yeah, Mark, I'll get back to you. I'll DM you. That might be fun. Let me talk to Tatum too. Here's what I'm getting is, you know, the children are the witnesses. When you're in that place, innocent child, you see things, right? And there's that seer, seeing things clearly. There's a 10 here with an ending of a cycle. I feel like this energy is very much along with, oh my God, that eye right there, y'all. Can you see that? Ooh. This is very much this third eye opening, this seeing with clarity. It's that tower. It's that deceit. It's also, to me, as a collective, what we're about to witness. And this message for us of kind of being in that seer place, of seeing it coming, being in that knowing, not buying into the fear. and take that as it relates to your individual situations as well. But to me, it's very much all three cards. Fire on the bottom, moving to Aries season, letting things burn, letting things go that need to go. It's very much a energy of clarity, of third eye, of innocence, of unconditional love, but also seeing the truth. So I'll end those there. All right, and let's see. I got Dee, Melissa, Marwa, Mark still on. We'll get one message for each of you for the Virgo full moon. I don't know who else is on here, but let's go with Mark. One message for Mark. Oh, Mark, half the deck falls out. All right. Mark, one message for Mark during the full moon. Mark, do you want to see it? Because I saw it. Do you want to see it? You're going to die. I'm not even, do I need to interpret that? Balance, feminine energy, the star on the bottom. There you go, Mark. See, when I do readings for you privately, right? I don't have to say much with your card. I'm going to give you a telepathy in the house right now, right? All right, Marwa, love, you're a Libra. One message for Marwa during this full moon for love. Let's see. Something's completing, Marwa, for you. You're to go inward. Take this time to really reflect because you are finishing a cycle in terms of love. So there might be something, someone that, or a pattern or coming in. You might feel kind of like, because there's a new beginning for you, honey, and it's passionate. It's an offer. I can feel the energy, but there's something that needs to be released. And this is going to be a great time to go hermit mode and reflect on that, love. All right. Tatum. Oh, my little soul child. One message for Tatum. One more card, please, for that. Oh. All right. The moon came out. And that's why I just wanted to clarify, because the moon to me is this full moon, right? There's something being illuminated, something being revealed, and getting something you can't see. You get the Page of Cups and the Page of coming in around this moon time for you. Drama. Be aware of this. Noise around this. And you and I will talk later. But there's definitely this it might be a little bit of clarification coming in with the moon. Oh no, girlfriend. I mean, I do, but I don't. All right. My lovely soul sister, Melissa. One message for you, love, during this full moon. One message for Melissa. One message for Melissa, love. Girl, they're like, you guys talk about that shit all the time. You're not going to be surprised by that. Six of Swords. Getting out of that headspace. Smoother waters, right? Movement forward. That's more peaceful because you leaving this shit behind, girl. No more fears. I love you. All right. D, did I pull one for you yet? Did we do D yet? Oh, D. Oh, D, D, D. What do we got for D? Is one of them a Leo? Girlfriend? Sun is shining like in your face. Like you can't miss this message. That is, and to me, this is that child too. This full is you playing, letting anything go, focused on nothing but the sunshine and the rainbows and the unicorns for right now, because something's coming that's like big illumination. And it could be just internal too, of kind of that, ha, again, I know where I'm headed now. I know where I want to go and what I need to do to get myself there. It could be in tarot, the sun doesn't represent any sign, but to me, it's very much a Leo energy. No, I know, girl. Melissa is releasing those fears. We all are. That's that root chakra shit. And we are all people, awakened ones, are all beings that have been abandoned, that have felt left out in the cold. We're the outcasts. We're the black sheep. We're the scapegoats. We're the weirdos, right? And it's very much an acceptance and a healing that we go through on our ascension journey. All right, Dee, I'm glad it made sense to you. Does to me too. I mean, hi, Rebecca. Do you want me to pull a card for you? A love card for the full moon? I've never pulled cards live on here. Melissa, I keep thinking like, oh my God, people who are new are like, this girl, and all I hear is gangsta as fuck. Oh, I love that. And you know, talk anytime. And I love doing readings for you and everyone. Readings are, they're my passion. I can't tell you, just like, I never thought when I left teaching, I didn't know, like, I didn't think that there was anything else that would be as fulfilling, that would really light me up, and I would just feel like I wasn't working. And again, you know, leaps of faith just got me, like, I know I've had to be patient. And as I've talked about over the last few weeks, it's become very success that we're fucking with my shit, man. And oh, yay! Hi, Rebecca. So I made a friend in Vegas, I think, and that's super exciting for me because I don't have any. I've got my love Tatum in Cali, and some peeps in Arizona, and then all my other tribe and soul family. I've met you guys all through social media, and we're all over the place, as we'll be meeting up face to face. But Rebecca is amazing and works at the dispensary that I go to, and I think it'd be cool because I don't have anyone to do that kind of shit with or talk about this kind of stuff. So whew. I don't whoa. Okay. Well, you have something interesting going on in your love life. Maybe we should go out for coffee. You have the Empress and the Hierophant, and they are two major arcanas. There's a big shift going on in yours. If you're in a relationship, it's deepening the commitment. I almost feel like children, like there's talk of children or pregnancy. something moving forward or a deepening, something like that when it comes to love right now with you, girl. There's the Empress is divine feminine, but fertile. Like I'm getting this kind of baby feel from you. There's something shifting with your relationship, and it's really positive. It's really successful. It's like lining up. The universe is very supportive of this. Is what's coming through. Hey D, I know, right? It's like I don't want to. I'm like, ooh, pregnancy. I don't know. Like, probably because for me, where I'm at in life, I'm going to be 45 this year in August. I am the mother of 3, 21, soon to be 17, and 6. And this transformed 5D version of Allison is not, there aren't kids involved unless I'm helping them and serving them, you know, like, but Rebecca, all I see is an I'm. My intuitive people, what's going on with Rebecca? Oh, fuck. This has been a blast today. Yeah, Dee, I know you're a mom too, and you can see like the end in sight. It's like, oh, you're at a loss for words? Okay. Uh-oh. Melissa, did I just go gangsta as fuck on her? Because she's never done a reading with me before. If anyone wants to fill Rebecca in on all of this wackiness that is me, I had a client, you guys texted me yesterday, and he was all, you were spot on about everything. And I'm like, the lady you're thinking of, okay, not at Thrive. Okay. Thank you, Rebecca. I'm sorry if I've misplaced it online. I don't see faces. So if I'm messing you up with someone else, you wrote Thrive. And I guess that's what got me, because Thrive is the dispensary I go to. Oh, okay. Tatum's friends. All right. Mwah. Hi. Okay. It was when you put Thrive. Like I said, because that's the dispensary. So I instantly, and that is a true story, by the way, I tried to make a friend at the cannabis marketplace yesterday. And thank you, Rebecca. Okay, so I'm glad to know. Was there any questions you have about energies or symptoms or things showing up? Okay. I'm going to leave it there. I covered a lot, I think, today. And that was so much fun. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you for, getting my name out there. I love you guys so much, and all of your support. I'm so grateful that we are all working together and able to help each other out. And for the Proc Every Day or everything, again, you're your own inner guru. This journey is very isolating, but being able to just reach out, and not just you guys reaching out to me, it's the same. Like, thank you for checking in and thinking of you and all of that. I'm grateful. And remember, you're not alone. You were chosen to do this because you're strong as fuck. And this shit's just going to get better. This is the best time ever to be a human. Whoop, whoop. And I'm happy I get to do it with you guys. So love and light and gratitude to you all. Have a great rest of your weekend. Love you, love you, love you.